Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. This is RAERAEs all day, and my homegirl, Psychic ELV. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm good. How's it going?
It's going. I'm so excited. I am thrilled about this season of Drag Race. Last season was off the chain. This season is good too. How you feeling about it?
I am super impressed by the runway this episode. So I give a little, finger clap to the queens for bringing really some of them brought an all-star level package. So yeah. I'm enjoying it. I think we got a good group of girls. We definitely have a lot of mids. So now that a few have been plucked off, I think that it's, going to get interesting soon.
Wait, a lot of what?
Mids, like mid-level, mid-level queens. Like I feel like Megami, Geneva, Amanda, there's like a group in my mind that are all kind of various levels of mid, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I feel you. Like I said, I'm new to this. Yeah. So I'm a good 15 months in. But I get it. I have my favorites that I have. Well, my all-time favorite is Q. I kind of been rooting for Q since episode 1. I've been keeping it I've been keeping it tucked in. But Q is I just took to Q just to see all of what she's making. And of course, everybody got a backstory, and I think hers was revealed this season, being very, living under the poverty line or whatever the case may be. A lot of siblings, single parent household. A lot of us can relate, we hear about it a lot, not necessarily with the white folk, but we see it. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, because we always, well, at least in the spaces I'm watching and stuff I'm listening to, is more or less brown and black folk who are always talking about it, or at least they're putting it on Front Street. But it's just known that everybody suffers. It's just poverty hits everybody. So I'm glad that she's getting support. I believe she said her mom is supporting her, right? That's good. That's good. And yeah, again, sometimes we got to work through our pain and focus and and just, keep going. So whatever strives her to do what she does, she's going to go far. If not a great seamstress, or wait, what do they call them? Seamstress?
I mean, she's basically a designer because she designs. Yeah, I mean, she designs all her own stuff and then makes it. So, and most of the drag designers, I mean, a lot of them have teams now, but like most of the greats definitely started out designing and then executing their own looks. So, yes, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I have Q is my favorite. Last week, that gold and brown and everything. Oh my God. I was like, oh, I could wear that black outfit. I remember I said, was that episode 1 or 2? Girl, I wear that at a party somewhere.
Yes.
And I love me a good houndstooth. Girl, that's my favorite print. Houndstooth and a pleat. Girl, don't get me going. But anyway, who's your favorite? Top one.
Um,
First.
right now, I think I'm rooting for Nymphia just because the overall intelligence and everything, the package, I don't love bananas, so that's not necessarily my gig. But I just really am impressed by what an intelligent and artistic and like overall excellent queen Nymphia is.
Yeah, I like her humor too. She's well,
Yeah,
she's floor trying to investigate what other people was doing. She didn't really know what she was, and they're like, nah. We know that trick. You're gonna pull out some rabbit out your hat and come out and blow us off the way.
Yeah, no, she's just a very much a total package queen for me in all areas. So,
and isn't she like the top dog out there in Thailand though?
Taiwan, yes.
Taiwan, excuse me.
Yes, she is. She said there's only like 5 queens though, and they're like all in her house. But
See?
But yes, I mean, no, they've got an incredible international queen, and I think that it's just interesting because it points out about how, I mean, she is working here in New York, so we know she had to be good because you can't, you got to be good to be in New York. But it just shows that a lot of these queens that are coming from other countries, because they've had a lot of adversity, they're like even sharper, But yeah, I'm just impressed with the intelligence behind. She's very clever.
Yeah, I really love that the outfit that she I think Amanda left her that yellow wig, and she came out and blew everybody away in that ensemble with the yellow with that pink bow. She looked like cotton candy. That was just too cute.
Oh, it was incredible and very doll-like to me. I don't know why the bow ended up being a different color. Everybody was kind of like nitpicking that about the dress whole thing, but I was like, who cares? I didn't. I really thought it was incredible. Yeah, I was very impressed.
Pretty much everybody except for who went home.
Yeah.
Did a great job. I mean, hey, I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah.
Especially my girl, cute girl. Oh my God, that was just so unbelievable. But yeah, this is episode 7, girl. We can move right along. How many of them is it? Like 12, 13?
I'll have to look to see how many they're doing for sure. But yeah, moving right along.
We getting down. We are weeding out because
we are.
Listen, we know the bottom 4. And unless something tragically happens, we know those girls are leaving. We know who the top 5 are. That's that on that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be difficult moving forward because right now, one of the bottom 4 is knocking girls out with them dance moves. So that's what's saving her, in my opinion. And we know who we're talking about, Miss Maya.
Yes, ma'am. And wait till we get to the lip sync.
That's okay. Just wait till we get to the lip sync.
Yeah, I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
Oh boy.
Might take my shoes off and dance until we get there, but I'm gonna hold it.
That's what's holding her is that dancing. And girl, you lucky you got that because you would have been gone, child. So just put that on out there. But yeah, I'm glad they're all fighting for their life, like RuPaul say. What she say?
Lip sync for your life.
For life, child. Maya took that to heart. That's all I gotta say. But let's start off with their looks for, what was it? Is it always called the runway?
Yes.
Runway looks. Let's start with Dawn. Yeah. Girl, what's going on, girl?
I don't like it. It's well made, but like this is about, I forget the theme. It's about flowers.
Yeah, it's about flowers.
And I don't.
Flower is that though?
She's some goth queen, goth demon, whatever. I just wasn't. She was like somebody that a ghost that was upset about it. I don't even know. I was like, whatever. No, thank you. I just don't love it.
Sure.
I don't like the weird color choice. Like I'm underwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm like, girl. Listen, I understand you got it's just like they said about Megami's face being similar and also Maya's face. We want to see you give us different face for this and for that, live in the moment for what you're doing. And I understand her makeup and everything is it over dramatic or just really over the top,
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also like she calls herself an elf, so she's kind of always going for that otherworldly kind of appearance.
And that's fine, but let's keep the clothing in the motif to what we're supposed to be looking at, because I don't see nothing about a flower, not even. I don't know.
Sometimes I feel like they took an outfit that could have been for kind of anything, or they changed their mind and they put an outfit that was meant for something else into this. And this is what that feels like to me, that this garment was not necessarily constructed for this runway.
Girl.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Dawn, girl.
Just underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed. Next.
Mm-hmm.
Maya, is it Iman?
LePage. Maya Iman LePage.
Maya Iman LePage. Girl, you look cute. You look cute. I liked it. I didn't see nothing wrong with it at all.
I heard that her designer that was supposed to do several of her looks did not come through, and she had to scramble. And it absolutely translates in her runways. It just does. I feel really bad for her because I can only imagine. But this was actually a better one of her runways lately. I thought this was very cute. I thought it was cute. I thought she looked good. I thought it was on par with the theme. It was better than Dawn's for sure. And I think they were nitpicking. I think they were nitpicking by saying there wasn't more on the bottom. I'm like, this was fine. This was safe. This was fine.
Again, I saw this to be excellent. Like it was, really pretty. It fit well. I didn't see nothing out of no rip, nothing. No tags.
Yeah, right.
No loose stitching. So okay, so this was something she brought with her. She didn't make.
Yeah, she brought it.
Okay, so they're allowed to bring runway outfits, or they
have to. Most of there's only usually one, maybe two sewing challenges where you create something there. Most of them are packages that you bring, and that kind of goes off into the whole debate about how girls go into debt when they go on the show, depending on where you're at in life, because you have to drop probably around $10,000-$15,000 on designs to go to the show. So if you have access to a lot of resources, you're going to do better on the show because you're going to have better costumes. You're going to have better runways.
Well, I'm glad this one made it because she looked absolutely beautiful in this.
Yes.
This was the best she ever looked so far, to be honest.
It is. Yes, I agree.
No shade. I'm just saying.
Well, we're just being honest, and she'd be the first to tell you that she had to scramble with a lot of her looks because they just didn't happen.
Aww.
Yeah, I know, it's shitty.
Well, bump whoever was supposed to help, Ro.
I know, like say, as Bob would say their name. Say their name. Tell us who let you down.
Okay, next we got Morphine, the face. Okay.
Yes.
Love Dion. Hippie. I didn't like it. It was lackluster. The best thing about it was her hairpiece. That was it.
If that, like, give me a break. Drag that stuff out. Like, you look like you went to Michael's and got fake flowers and put it in your hair. And that to me is what any basic blonde bee can do. So no, this needed to be dragged way the F out if you're gonna use it at the show. I think one of Morphine's biggest challenges on this show is she really brought a package that is for the close-up at the club. She loves being a beautiful woman, and she is. But like, who is Morphine Love Dion on steroids, which is what the runways are asking you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is take your style, your brand, and pump up the volume, which we will see that other ladies did.
There we go.
But this would be funny if you during a challenge, but not for a runway.
Yeah, she down there with Dawn. She's a step above Dawn, if you ask me.
I like it way better than Dawn because at least it makes sense. It's like good for the theme. Flower girl, flower child, all that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next we got we gonna say something else?
Nope.
Okay, Megami. She gave us, I forgot what she said about that. Do you remember? I don't know.
Stained wedding dress. What is she gonna do? Yeah.
And this was the runway walk. It was cute. I liked it. It served its purpose. I thought it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
It was cute. I don't have nothing bad to say about it.
No, and Megami is an interesting queen. I know we haven't seen the last of her in any way. I look forward to maybe seeing her at an All-Stars where she's had a chance to kind of grow and elevate. Mm-hmm. She kind of reminds me of Selena as titties. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where like there's something missing to make you a champion, but there's some polishing or something, right? But I'm still impressed by her point of view in drag.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I still like Megami, just not love. So yeah, this was a cute concept.
Yeah, I liked it. Next, we got your girl Nymphia Wynn, child. I wasn't impressed with this. It was a little lackluster. It was cute, but
I know this is where we differ because this to me was so clever. The little hand, like little seedlings or whatever that had the leaves that popped out, and the way that it popped up, the construction of it. Like I know that it was not as necessarily like chock full of details, even though it is in my opinion, but like yeah, no, I was very impressed by the overall design, construction, execution, and she made this.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I was just it was a little boring, really.
I get it. Yeah. It's not for everybody, but it was for me. Very impressed by it.
Then we got Plain Jane, girl.
Whatever.
What did she give it? Rapunzel dragon? Did
I
say Rapunzel?
Yeah, she had the prince at the end. I mean, I'm starting to understand Plain Jane's kind of whole shtick a little bit better. She still feels very much like a knockoff Jimbo in a lot of ways. So like I'm not necessarily here for it. And like, I don't know, Plain Jane's a character on the show. I think her drag needs to be elevated, to be honest with you. There's just like a level of tacky to it that she has yet to me impress me as much as her entrance look.
Like tacky bimbo.
Yeah. But like not even like your outfit isn't good enough to be on Drag Race kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of Party City outfit compared to what else walk down the runway.
I would like to see more of a sexiness to everything she does versus what I call tacky bimbo, because she's beautiful with the whole, everything she comes out in is sexy. So I would like to see more of a sexy side to everything, instead of the antics per se. But I think what you said before, how Ru likes to be, likes to laugh. So maybe really playing on that side to get a little more sympathy, I guess, if need be, and being funny, so Ru can really pay attention to her in a more positive way, even if she doesn't sell what she's trying to put out there on that catwalk.
Yeah. I just think she needs more polish as well. Like, this to me is like, this looks like you've glued a bunch of flowers on a dress, you know, like looks like what it is, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then we got Tsunami Muse. I'm like, girl, an upside down flower. Really? It wasn't no flowers nowhere.
Well, I guess, you know, here's something where I think that it didn't read well on camera, which is crazy to me, like what some color things actually are, you know, before they do color correction on the screen and all of that stuff. Um, I can see the flowery pattern, like what she was talking about, but I was like, you made it really subtle for this being a whole gimmick of an outfit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that should have been like all big fake flowers or something very like,
Yes.
you know, a bold print that wasn't so dark in its color. And not only that, but a lot of people were pointing out that the cellophane that wraps a bouquet is usually not red, it's clear.
Yeah, she should have took that off.
Yeah, so listen, Tsunami is a beautiful queen. She's grown on me. At first I was like, chop, get her out of here. But she's actually really grown on me and I enjoy her. So but like this wasn't the knock it out of the park.
You know, I just thought if it's supposed to wrap around, she should have wrapped it around her and then made something, some stems of sorts that's coming and kind of accenting and kind of rounding her face so that it's kind of, you know, how stems grow, like the ends of the flowers, how they stick up and just maybe curve around her face to accent her face and, you know, and just make it more to look like, because this wasn't it. I don't know how she passed inspection, but
yeah, I think it was Bob the drag queen said in her review with Monet on Sibling Rivalry that like if that was what you were trying to do, I would not have known that's what you were doing. So like if you need to explain what your costume is, it didn't work, kind of thing.
Right.
Like you shouldn't have to give that explanation. And if you hadn't given that explanation, I would never have assumed that you were a bouquet of flowers.
It needs to be tighter, more form fitting, because she's teeny-eeny. We need to see all that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it looks too loose.
Yeah, I mean, it was still a pretty look. She still is a beautiful queen, but you know, the wig was good, all that, but not quite conceptually home run there.
Now, speaking of a doggone flower child, hello. Ooh. The front and the back. Hello.
Just
look at
incredible. That. Yep. Welcome to Drag Queen Excellence.
Now that's all stars.
Yes, it is. No, this level is an all-star level package. This is, you know, Sapphira has done some really big theatrical drag, right? The pumpkin dress and like, you know, all the things. I really don't understand why she got spooked and drank her immunity potion, but I'm not really worried for her because I think, like we talked about, she's one of my top 3. I think she's a really neat queen, and this was just full of wow factor.
You know, I was thinking about her drinking her potion, and all I could think of was her dress was not exact to the doll's dress. And it was and actually the doll's dress looked better than her dress and how she designed it. So I think the fact that she knew her outfit wasn't as glorious as some of the others, I think she panicked.
I do. I think she probably got harsher critique than we probably saw. They probably edited out some stuff that led her, because that very easily can happen. Whenever you're super confused by a moment in Drag Race, just know it's probably because they edited out all of the stuff that would make it make sense, because it doesn't go along with their storyline or whatever. You know what I mean? So I bet you that some of the critiques were pointing some of those things out that you're talking about, and we just didn't see it air.
And she even matched the flowers on the set.
Yeah, I know. I feel like, to your point, I feel like she panicked as well, but I'm really not that worried for her, because she's such a fun, especially after the musical performance, like, she's a wonderful queen. They need to keep her, till the finale.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Elegant, like, neat
Classy
queen. Yeah, just a neat queen, trying to get people to calm the F down who are going too hard, Yep. And the way she calmly said when they were choosing parts, well, the other person that, arm wrestled me for a role went home. So, yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Sapphira.
Okay, next we got Plasma looking good. Yes, girl. Yes. I love that.
I hated the weird, like, no, I liked it. I just didn't like the accent. I couldn't tell if it was like a burnt brown or like a really browny red, or like, I just don't like the accent.
Wasn't she a sunflower?
Is she? I don't know.
On the right.
Yeah. Well, I didn't love it. It's a very good Hello Dolly.
Yes. She likes a period piece.
She does. I'm nitpicking when I say that I just wasn't really a fan. Like, I don't love Plasma's makeup, and I don't love necessarily, so whatever. But like, this was way better than Humpty Dumpty. This was way better than a lot of her stuff. This was good.
Who did Humpty Dumpty?
Remember? Oh, not Humpty Dumpty. I'm sorry. That was Tsunami, and that was an amazing costume. I meant Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That's what I don't remember when she was riding.
Girl.
I hate,
girl.
Should have been sent home. Just kidding. No, Plasma. Yeah, for that. No, Plasma is. I look forward to how her drag evolves a little bit, because it's still quite like theatrical, and it'll, but no, it's solid.
Plasma. AKA Mariah.
Right.
Next, we got my girl Q looking all, what was that? Praying mantis? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Looking all good. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. And because there are those praying mantises. There are those praying mantises that look like flowers themselves. So yeah, this was very clever. This is on trend though. Everybody's doing these long crazy arms. I've seen them even on other drag shows.
Really?
However, yes, yeah, I just watched UK versus the World season 2, and there's a queen that does something with the long arms. Yeah, so it's kind of floating around fashion wise, like or trend wise right now. However, regardless, Q is stunning on the runway as usual.
I hope the girl wins. I don't care what nobody say. You can call me whatever. If Q don't win, something happened.
You got your favorite.
And I don't even like the letter Q.
No, I mean,
personal reasons I don't want to talk about. But anyway.
No, Q did a wonderful job this episode. I'm not detracting. Beautiful runway, and was very well executed in the musical. So, but I've seen Q going to the finale kind of from the jump, once we saw once she did the brick and did it just fine, you know what I mean?
Right,
I'm like, okay, because just the costume design and execution of Q's drag is so phenomenal that we need it toward the end. They'll keep, I honestly, unless Q has a personality breakdown somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure she will be there for
Mm-hmm.
the fashion alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So next we got the Sound of Rusic, right? And that just blew me away. I mean, last
Mm-hmm.
year's, I forgot what they did, child, but they were good too. Do you remember what they did? I forgot.
Was that was that the Footloose one?
Was it Footloose?
Let
Girl,
loose, Footloose. Was
girl,
it?
I don't know.
Listen, we're on season 16. They all bleed together by this point.
Okay.
I'm
Because look,
just
I didn't
saying.
sing All Stars too. I don't know who I'm talking
Yeah.
about sometimes.
Yeah, I think, yeah. So anyway, I love The Sound of Music, so
Yes.
I'm here for the parody.
I've never seen The Sound of Music. I never have.
What?
Girl, listen. Maybe I should.
Yes. It's long though. You know what? When it's one of those movies you could put on and most of it the baby would dance along to.
This is with Julie Andrews and them, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now listen. I love me a good. I love Mary Poppins. Hey, but The Sound of Music, it just seemed boring. Just because of The Sound of Rusic, I may go watch it.
Yeah. Well, just commit to seeing it in chunks.
And it's just similar to this. It's drama plus. It's like a musical.
It's about the Von Trapp family. At Julie Andrews was a nun that was sent to be a nanny for a widower who had 7 children, and it goes through the music of she teaches the kids how to sing and perform, and they actually win contests and stuff like that. But they escaped from Nazi Germany, Nazi taking over Austria. They escaped through the mountains. So,
Sure.
yeah. Yeah, it gets intense at the end. Not crazy, because, Disney and all, but yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, I did like the snap, the Von Snaps out there.
Yes.
Everybody did so good, even when Maya's veil, whatever, came on her face. It didn't make not one step wrong. I didn't see nothing wrong I didn't hear not a note off. This whole thing was just A+, and it was just so good, funny, so entertaining. They did so well. They did so well.
They did. No, they were very cute. They, there was very choreography heavy, and they did a great job.
And it seems like everybody was in their right character. I didn't think anybody should have done anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There was no glaring casting mistakes.
Now, were they singing, or was that somebody else singing?
They're lip syncing. Ru hires somebody to write the Rusical. I forget who. I'm pretty sure did this. It's a musician, composer, producer that Ru has worked with a lot, and then they all lip sync.
And that wasn't Saphira singing?
Oh, it might have been. It might have been, because they're not all parts. I have to, I have to go back and watch it again to confirm, because I probably, you know what I mean? But like Plasma was not singing the Mariah song.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not, but Plasma acted it out incredibly well.
Incredible. I'm glad she fought for her right to be Mariah, because girl.
No, Theater Kid came through at every moment. Like literally, I was really impressed by how well executed. All the gestures were like theater kid, you know what I mean? Exaggerated enough for the stage, exaggerated just enough as a musical, not like totally overdone, but enough to be electric on the stage.
I mean, she did so well.
Yes, she did.
Now, let's talk about some of the juice that was on this episode, girl.
Yes.
Whether it was the regular drag race or the untucked child, it was a little something. Look, even Plain Jane was like, oh, when they were going back and forth about who was that?
Megami and Q.
Megami and Q, when girl Megami got in her feelings and was like, well, even Q did great on choreography. Megami was like, choreography.
Yeah.
Swaying from side to side in choreography. And Plain Jane was like, oh, looking from side to side. And then Q was like, well, wait a minute. I did do good. And Plain Jane was like, oh, because she couldn't believe that they was going back and forth, girl. I was rolling.
Yeah, I mean,
rolling.
Obviously, remember, Megami wanted Q's role, and they did rock, paper, scissors. I think Megami is taking it out on Q that she feels like she's been served up to a position to be eliminated. And my argument to Megami for that is that, darling, I have a feeling you were going to go now or next episode, no matter what. Your time was coming. And so for you to not be able to see, and no tea, no shade, although I guess this is pretty offensive, but like I think the writing was on the wall.
Girl, in highlighter.
Right. I mean, no offense. I like Megami. I stand beside that. I think that she is an artistic queen. I'm very interested in the point of view, and like I get it. I dig it. I think that she was a little underrated no matter what she did, but I'm so unimpressed by the gosh darn poster and the 4 non-blondes lip sync for her talent that, like, for me, you could have gone after that.
And like they said, if you were to play your role better, perhaps you wouldn't be, fighting, lip syncing for your life.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just, honestly, I think that they were only planning to have Megami on the show for so long. That's what I was talking about. There's like some mids on the show. Like, I just feel like there was never going to be a hope to go past a certain amount of episodes. So, you didn't do horrible. In fact, I don't even, quite as it's kept, I don't even think you lost the lip sync, ma'am, to be quite honest with you, necessarily. But I just feel like the trajectory was you were going to go not long after Geneva, no matter what.
Right. And I think with that, it's just her level of drag at the moment.
Yes. Agreed.
She needs more experience, more creativity, and take everything they told her, put it into her drag, and and do the damn thing the next time. She's a Ru girl, so she's gonna be in some shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully in Vegas. I think they had doing something in Vegas next month or May or something like that. I don't know.
Well, they've got Drag Race review. They have a review live that they do in Vegas. It's a residency. The different queens rotate in and out of that.
All right.
Yeah. And but Work the World is like a very known tour that usually all of the Ru girls do after their season. So she's got plenty of exposure. She's on her way. She will make money. Her booking fee will be fine, like all the things. So, I just hate to break it to her that, yes, maybe she might have shown more if the situation had been reversed. But here's the thing. Q looked stunning, and all of the exaggerated facial expressions and all of the performance was so well done. So I understand that you were very proud of yourself for executing all of your dance moves. I am too, but that's not star quality. And that's what Q had in that role.
Right. It just so happens.
Yeah. And she won it from you fair and square, rock, paper, scissors. So
right. I mean, you know, it is what it is, you know.
And it's okay to feel that way about it. Like, I get why she kind of felt whatever, but like I also want to be like, you take one look at Q's drag and you can't tell me that you don't see that Q's going to be at the end no matter what. You couldn't have clocked that by now.
That black and white number was you should have known then. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna always revert back to that.
It's the default.
Shoot, episode 1 or whatever that was, girl. Bye. But I did like the outfits that she brought that she was unfortunate not able to wear, and what you're packing, because of course we all know she was gone at the end.
Yeah.
I like that black number. I think it was leather. It was really cute. But yeah. We gonna see her again.
Yeah. I definitely I just look forward to seeing what she does. I mean, if maybe we want to get to the lip sync, I feel like the flips that Maya did before on the lip sync before carried her through this one.
Yeah.
Because it just seemed like a bunch of like panic mode. You know what I mean? Now, I do think that it was really funny at the end, like where she was like doing the little dance, like, you know what I mean? Like there was something kind of silly and funny. And I actually really like Maya because she's so even keeled, and then she's flipping all around.
It was that church stomp.
Yeah, thank you. The church stomp at the end was very like at the timing of it and stuff. It was kind of, it worked for me. But at the same time, I feel like when you take your shoes off, you take your hat off, you slide on the floor, it's starting to look a little crazy, antique-y.
Right. I'm looking for. Wait, what did she call it? A penguin dive? I cracked up. Yeah, it's looking real. Definitely life and death. What's that D word? I can't believe my mind went blank. Desperate.
Yes. It did.
She made them laugh, like you said. She got a little antique-y, little gimmicky, and changed up her little, because of course she couldn't do no flips off the song with all that get up. And that's what Megami was banking on. Like, well, she can't do no flips. Well, she did. She
can do something. She found something to do. I think she took off the gloves too. Like, it was just a little like frenzied. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, it was a little bit like dizzy desperate. But I also feel like this is evidence of it was Megami's episode to go no matter what.
Yeah, I really like Megami. At least, she wasn't somebody we would hope to go.
Yeah.
Like, oh, when's she leaving? Because,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just feel like we're kind of getting close to the natural order of things. Like, I like Tsunami, but I feel like that's maybe who we're looking at being close to going home next. I think it's interesting. Like, I know Plain is being kept on for her personality, and she's a decent, I think, performer and all of that. But like, I am underwhelmed by Plain's drag. I'm just not that impressed in general. Like, even the ponytail, that blue wig she had, the ponytail was way too thin. Like, there's always kind of something that just doesn't look whatever. But so we'll see. It's gonna kind of be a shakeup now, depending on like who really is lacking in capability.
I really do think Dawn is going to be on the chopping block next. I think
I forgot about Dawn. Yeah, there you go.
Because, just like when Q said Tsunami is not making that big of an impact, although Tsunami is always being picked, you good, go in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's definitely stayed safe. And like I told you before, Tsunami's impressed me a lot more than she did. When she walked in those pants and that entrance look, I was like, send her home now. Now. Immediately. There's no need to see what this queen has to offer because she's delusional. But no, Tsunami's grown on me quite a bit. So, it could easily be Dawn. It's really, I think, honestly, whoever kind of just really flops with the next challenge.
Yeah, look, moving forward, I think episode 8 may be a game changer because we that the heavy hitters have proven to be known that they will make it to the final 4 or whatever that is, or 5, and
or 3.
I think between Maya, Tsunami, I'm about to call her Moni Love. What's the baby girl name?
Dawn.
Morphine.
Morphine. Oh God, listen. Yeah.
And Don. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a stretch. So
yeah,
they're gonna have to kick it up a notch, and Maya gonna have to get her some. Hopefully, she got another outfit that that she ain't gotta make.
Did we do Snatch Game already? Have we seen Snatch Game already? We haven't seen Snatch Game, right? See, wait, that's coming up. That's where they're gonna separate the children.
The weak from the obsolete.
Every time Snatch Game is the great reckoning, the equalizer.
I think Plasma's going to do well because she has that Barbra Streisand thing. Yeah. But I haven't really gotten a good reading from anybody. No one's
on
really
how they'll
read
do
anybody yet.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, Snatch Game absolutely is a huge part of the RuPaul tradition. It's not like it happens every season. You best be prepared. And if you're not, I mean, well, I don't know. I just think there are some people that don't excel at improv humor. So, but at the very least, you can see who's like very well prepared and who isn't. We shall see. I mean, I'm actually really curious to see Maya, especially after her Cher impression. She's either going to be really funny or like a complete disaster. You just don't know.
Not the Cartman.
Yeah. Sherman.
Oh my God.
Sherman.
Like, girl, don't do that no more.
Ru likes her though, like because Maya could have gone. There's something about Maya that Ru likes, so.
I hope she takes everything they're telling her and she turns it around because third time's a charm as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I think that they probably have no problem having her lip sync because of her acrobatics. So they might exercise her, a few more times before they let her go. But she's definitely one that will be, I think, departing pretty soon.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but let's get her back to All Stars and a designer that comes through.
Girl, she better go to a sewing class. Look.
Oh.
She better go to Q's sewing class and get some pointers.
Yep.
Because she can learn a lot from Q. Girl, pay her, do whatever you need to do a Zoom class, whatever. But learn from Q. Nobody else but Q.
Yeah, teach Q how to flip around a little bit more because I think that's an area that Q does not necessarily, shine in. And she'll teach you how to sew.
I was just about to say they can barter and trade. She can teach her some moves, and Q can teach her how to sew.
Exactly.
Because they both need to learn from each other, if nothing else, child. If they don't go somewhere else already, and girl, show me this, I'll show you that.
Yep.
I would.
Yeah.
Girl,
get ready for All Stars.
1, 2, 3, 4. Girl, please.
Yep.
Mm-mm. But I liked it. That was a good episode. Lucky number 7, girl. Ooh.
Yep.
Was there anything else in Untucked? Everybody got the mess out their chest. Nothing else.
Yeah, I think they did quite a bit on Megami, and I think whenever we see a heavy focus, we know who's going home. But like I said before, I just think that one was written in the cards because I just knew by the shakeup. I'm like, she will go soon after Geneva. I just kind of knew. Yeah, it was a great musical though. Thank you, ladies. It was a great musical. They are not always spectacular, and great production.
For
Bravo,
real.
bravo.
For real. Well, I guess that was it, y'all. Tune in for next time when we do episode 8 of season 16, RuPaul's Drag Race Challenge. You can see on the screen.
Yep.
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. That was a good one. And let us know where we can find you, Psychic ELB.
Oh, yes. Check me out on Instagram at psychic_ELB. My name is Psychic E or Erin. And hit me up in the DMs for a reading. I've already done several with people that have come off of YouTube. Just say RAERAES all day sent you, and you can get the friends and family discount and find out, what's in store for you for the rest of your 2024.
And aren't you doing something with Alex too?
Yes, and I also pinch hit as a support listener, support animal when he needs me on his channel doing lives. We also have a podcast, The Highs and the Lolos. So you can check me out on Alexander Rogers' channel if you dare.
Shout out to Alexander Rogers. We are Biffas from
Yes,
day
we
one.
are.
Hello. Okay. The Biffa Corner, the Biffa Experience. What's it called?
Yes.
All right, y'all. We're going to catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like this channel. Give us some comments. Let me know what you thought. Let us know what you thought about the episode if you haven't seen it. I mean, if you have seen it, but if you haven't, go watch it. We'll check it out.
Know.
See y'all. Bye. Bye.